quite the way that they're meant to. So she came home in the week and we did what we had to do. It's amazing how things just change so suddenly. Got a job as a waiter, I'm gonna use that money to get free. I'll wash dishes today, pack my bags tomorrow, and then when I get paid, take my guitar and fly away. Oh, I've been walking the streets of this town a few too many times. I've drank beer in every single bar and lapped up all the wine. It's amazing how things just change so suddenly. Every girl just knows me a little too well, and they smile and I say, please just take me out. Don't say that you love me, that's not what I need now. Just wanna make you smile. Alright, make everything feeling real nice. But we're together again. Oh baby, I just thought we were friends. I didn't know this, and I don't care if anything happens, but I'm proud that it happens. I care for you, my dear. Girl, you're so lonely, you're talking in repetitions. Well, worked yesterday, working today, working yesterday, worked yesterday, working today. When do you ever stop to think that the girl's been staring across the bar at you all evening? Man, you know you're already in your head, and you're saying, darling, take me home, make love to me soft and slow now. Under pressure.
I know. It's like everyone looking at me. That's very informal stuff. Right, thank you all for coming. Today is all about this. Well, this house, you can sum it in one word, which is ego. This house is full of 3 people with massive egos, and 2 of those egos are being massively massaged today. And that's Tom's and myself. Just before Christmas, Tom said he wanted a painting for his new up-and-coming multiple disc opus. Is Miss Expecting More. He gave me a track listing with 28 tracks on there, each with its own little description of a scene from a story. It had about 8 characters, so I got to sketching characters and situations, which was a lot of thinking and drawing, and then several months later we sat down to really plug this out. I said, oh, I like the first one. And I like just that. And I'm like, what about the other 7 characters and the other 27 situations? I said, no, I just want that. It's very difficult for me. If you see my work, it's very busy, lots of stuff going on. Well, I think it is anyway. So it was quite difficult to be asked to do a painting with so much material that was so minimal in the subject. But I've learnt from it. That's why I get all pretentious, naughty. I've realised, because I was 30 in February, and it's been a tremendous year, hence this painting. That's celebrating 1976 when I was born. So what I'm finding is that I've sort of found myself, and I found my creative way of working, and I find that with writing scripts for things or with painting or drawing, is I don't do what I was taught at school. They teach you in art for classical painting is that if you're going to do a painting of a room full of people, first of all you draw a room and then paint it as many times as it takes to get it right. And then you paint people until you got it right. And then you just take all of that experience and stick it on painting. And then you get this very stagnant painting that's like a technical exercise. And I can't work like that. I have to just start and get stuck in. That's why I don't do any drafts of scripts or things, because it loses spontaneity. So this painting's the first commission painting where I didn't draw any of it. I just got the paint, got the brushes and threw it on there, which was a big leap of faith, but it worked, I think. The subject matter is kind of 15 plus rated, I think we worked out. To the point, I think is it Ben that was having some sort of nightmares?
Hello.
There you are.
But I kept expecting the character from it to appear screaming when I was in the house alone.
But Ben did think that my callback was a bomb the other day, so...
An unrelated and entirely reasonable assumption.
Oh.
Yes, it was.
So, I don't really know what else to say except subject matter that you can ask me about or whatever, and I'll get Tom to help me because it's really the subject in it and what's in it is from Tom. It's, as I've wrote on the blurb underneath, it's running parallel with the album. It's not a representation of a scene from the album. It's representative more of the ideas and a character sort of thing. And I think it's something of, I think it's a lot about Tom. I know I've had dreams where there's some weird stuff going on. Probably weirder than this. But I think this is a lot about Tom. It might, each person can read into it and find out what you find out about Tom. Some of you might not like it. Some of you might love it. Some of you might just go, you're a bit fucked up. But I think I've said enough. And now I'm nervous. I'm actually quite in the old stomach region there. Ben, can I...
Go on then.
Right, thank you. The patriotism is going now, but I'm really nervous. Best laid plans. Countdown.
10,
9,
8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo!
I can understand your fears, Ben.
Nuts, that's weird.
Wow.
she's got wonky boobs.
Try
She's got
looking
two
around.
heads.
Yeah.
Not exactly going to pull.
Do you want to talk us through it, Tom?
Yeah, Tom.
Oh, do you want Tom to talk you through, or will I try and translate?
Spoil it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
for ourselves.
well done. That's got us out of a sticky situation.
Mm.
I don't know what to say now. I've never done this before. This whole unveiling thing.
Well, you said it was like an interpretation of the album.
Yeah.
So if you tell us what your interpretation is, as much as you can.
Okay. One of the characters in the kind of narrative of the album is a female character. I forget the name. Tom.
Ophelia.
Ophelia.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember now. This is bad. I'm supposed to know this. She goes through different situations, different turmoils. I believe. Yeah. And this is representative of her. What can I say? I don't know what to really talk about. Do you want to know what's meant to mean what? What does a chicken say to people?
Cock. What I generally associate with communal showers.
Well, I'll throw out what me and Tom discussed when we were discussing what's in there, and I don't want to spoil anyone's own interpretation, but cricket pads are in there for the Englishness. I avoided the normal thing of putting a cup of tea in there, so we put the cricket pads in for the Englishness. The two heads I'm not sure about, that was entirely Tom. And the fact that she's got her gums exposed, I don't know what that's about either. Or the fact that she has no eyes. Tom.
Okay, yeah, basic schizophrenia job, sort of like, she's imprisoned at one point on the CD and she goes a bit mad, and you know, like when you're on your own for too long you sort of invent invisible characters. So she kind of projected herself as like a kind of stronger character, and the image of shaving her head is sort of like often when people want new strength or whatever, they take on a new haircut or something, or a new style, and that's what she's doing there. And as wanky and as obvious as it is, she's trying to fight the inner sort of being a chicken and being scared of things. So she's trying to fight that, and she's doing it in the cricket room because cricket's a game, the usual life's a game bollocks. And I'm on the wall because, well, hey, you know me.
We spent about 3 or 4 hours going through exactly what was going to be on, and the biggest question was what's going on in the picture in the background. And it was supposed to be something representing what's caused her to be this way. So we're going to put like a picture of her with her former lover or something cheesy like that, or put the chicken on there, this sort of thing. And then Tom said, would it be too much to put my poster on there? So then I got uber sort of pretentious and said, well, in seeing that you're the one that's invented the character and you're the one that's created the situation, then in fact you are the one that's causing this situation, so it does fit in that respect. And that was the first bit that I actually painted in detail with Tom, just so I could make sure I got it right.
It looks wicked. My eyes just drawn to it immediately.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Apart from obviously the first.
Yeah. And I left it for about 2 months before I finished it. I painted most of it, left it for 2 months thinking I had loads to do, went back to it, and it took me another 4 hours to finish, which is just a lot of darkening up the background. And again, there's parts of it I could look at it and feel insecure and think, oh, I could just touch that up, but I don't want to because I think it's finished. And I reached a stage where this is all space, which I have difficulty with. It's like silence to me. Silence to me is quite scary. So space is as well, because I like to fill space. So when I finished, I was there going, well, we talked about putting a cricket bat in, we talked about putting some shoes on there, talked about doing this or that. And then I was like, no, in my gut feeling I knew it was finished. And I was just trying to fill the space out of insecurity. So that's a big step for me, painting-wise, just to...
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I have some wanky sounding feedback as well, which is like you said about initial reactions. Okay, obviously it's not a happy situation,
No.
but it's like it's not intimidating or scary because everything in it is so strong, everything that's drawn in it. So it's not warm, but it's not cold, and it is quite strong, I think.
Thank you. The one thing I'd say that has no meaning behind it at all is this bit of blue material. I have no idea what it is or why it's blue, but I wanted to put blue in.
Surely it's there for a very decent reason.
Well, but the reason it's blue, I only think on a technical level that must have been a subconscious decision just to balance out the blue in the chicken. That's about the only technical side to it there is. But no, it was originally was going to be something hung up, and again, that's in the sketches, but isn't in the final thing. So
I wanted to cover a bit. Happy days. Sorry.
Yeah, this is the first time that Tom's seen it finished as well. 'Cause